Hi, I'm Austin.
I'm Kat, and this is Jasper.
This is our home, Ram Voss. It's a 2019 Ram Promaster 159 wheelbase. So welcome to the van. This has been our home for a few months now, and we are loving every single bit of it. Happy to show you guys. Let's dive in. So our first feature here is going to be the swivel seat and the flip-up table. This is a live Acadia butcher block from Home Depot. Bought it online, picked it up in store. 8 feet, and then I cut it into 4 separate pieces for our countertop up here. Coming in here, we have our shower slash wardrobe slash instrument storage and toilet setup. So this is a really dynamic space depending on what we want to use it for, and we have a recirculating shower for pandemic season when you can't go to any gyms or anything, so it's worked out really nice so far. The recirculating part is behind the driver's seat here, as well as a Webasto heater that pops out right here. Keeps the van extremely warm, and it has been our savior in the winter months. We have a Shorty Seahead compostable toilet that has been working really great for us, and we have the shower nozzle that we can spray our feet off if we want, or we can hang it up here when we want to take a full shower. We've also got several hooks in here for our toiletries bags, as well as a bar hanging for our winter jackets or clothes that we just want easily accessible. All right, so coming in here, we've got the top of the wardrobe. This is all my hanging shirts and clothes, and then I have some of my sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts rolled up and packed back here. This is 24 inches deep, so there's a bunch of storage here for plenty of clothes and whatever else you want to store in here. Here we have a drawer for t-shirts and shorts and anything else that I don't want to keep up here. Here's our infamous drawer. Every house, every van has one. It is just everything you don't have a specific spot for into one drawer, but Kat does a really great job at keeping it organized for us. So we've got some extra toiletries, medicine, toothpaste, face wash, and a bunch of things like that that we just use on an everyday basis. This keeps it really convenient and handy all in one spot. Down here in our final cabinet, we've got a backpack as well as some storage cubes for socks, and we have a Zero Breeze air conditioning unit that is not hardwired in, but we can just plug it into our AC outlets when it gets really hot and we need to run the AC for when Jasper's in the car or we're just traveling through the summer heat. So this is a Nautilus retractable shower door, which just slides out here and locks like that. Keeps everything sealed and waterproof, and we've got our Max Air vent fan right here, so in case it gets too steamy in here, we leave the fan on and running to keep it cool. So under the sink, we have a 23-gallon freshwater tank that is fed from the gravity fill outside, as well as a city water hookup for when we're at RV parks. And we have a 4-gallon Bosch hot water heater that is connected to both the sink and the recirculating shower. We actually ran the plumbing under the floor into the subfloor and across the van. That's how we managed to keep our floor flat and get plumbing on both sides of the van here. All right, so on this section we have storage for my paragliding setup. So in this backpack I have a paragliding harness, a paragliding wing, as well as a helmet that fits perfectly around the wheel well. Keeps it safe and protected so we don't have to throw it on top of the van out in the elements. And on this side here, we've got some more toys. We've got a 1-wheel, 2 yoga mats, as well as our camping chairs, dirty clothes, and some materials for unfinished projects that we are still working on in the van because it is a never-ending project. All right, so on this side, we have our multifunctional bench. Under it, we've got shoe storage as well as electronics. So here we have a removable shoe rack that protects our batteries. We've got 4 Battleborn 100 amp hour lithium batteries, and the shoe rack keeps them nice and safe, as well as keeps our floor semi-free from dirt and messy shoes. And on this side, we've got some boots and slippers, as well as our electrical setup for the AC breaker box, DC distribution panel here, as well as some kill switches and some electronic tools that are nice to have when we are down here working on it. All right, so the Murphy bed is composed of two separate wood structures. We have a bench that is right here. This is one rectangle, and then we have another rectangle back here that's about 9 inches out and about 3/4 to 1 inch higher than the bench. And what this allows for is extra storage around the wheel well, which is where I have my inverter, my solar charge controller, a Wii Boost, and all of the cords running back there. So it keeps them tucked out of the way, and it's really not losing any sort of valuable storage space. Okay, so this drawer pulls out from the outside, and it has all of our camera gear and our singing bowls, so it's really convenient when the bed's down and you can't lift up the bench. This is still accessible from the back of the van.
The advice that I would give to anyone who's interested in living van life or other tiny home living would be to get rid of what is good to make room for what's great.
Take it one step at a time and don't overlook the planning aspect of it, but as you go along and build it, don't be too afraid of pivoting or changing one thing or another, and just give each project all of your attention and finish it fully before moving on to the next, so you don't run into problems that you have to end up backtracking for that could cost you extra days or weeks.
Okay, so up in the front we actually have Jasper's bed right here. So we built him a little platform and then just put this foam mattress with a pillowcase on it. It's really nice because he can sit here right in between us while we're driving, and he can actually see out the window as well. And underneath the little platform we have storage for his food and water bowls and bags with all of his things in here. So his toys, his treats, his shampoo, and all of his medicine. It is really helpful to have all of his things right in this spot. And then up overhead we just have some storage for hats and gloves and sunglasses and all of our essentials right up there. Up here we have extra storage for food, pots and pans, and some miscellaneous things in this basket like batteries and tape and stuff like that. So over here in the kitchen area, we actually have some nice wood tongue and groove panels on the sliding door, which we just added and really love. And this is our main kitchen area. This is where we do all of our cooking. And we have a customized cutting board that's right in the sink. It's really nice if we want to have the sink covered and use it as extra cooking or table space. And then we can take it out when we need to use the sink. The water pump switch is up there, and we have 2 settings on this faucet. We also have a drinking water spigot right over in this corner, and an automatic soap dispenser in the corner right there. So this is a really nice feature. I love having this large sink to wash dishes. It makes it so much more easier. Underneath the sink, we have all of our kitchen storage. We have an Instant Pot down here, Tupperware, Jetboil, we have a Vitamix, and down here we keep our trash cans and our induction stove top, which we bring up here when we're ready to cook, and just place it on the counter and plug it in. We really love this feature because instead of having the built-in stovetop, it gives us extra room to cook, and all we have to do is pull this out really easily when we're ready. So in this top drawer we have all of our silverware and our cooking utensils, and in this bottom drawer we have our cups, plates, our mugs, and a measuring cup. So this is actually one of our favorite features in the van, our spice rack / bookshelf. We don't have a lot of room for spices. We could have a little bit more because we love using the Ayurvedic spices in our cooking, but this is just enough. We love having space for our books and our journals, our incense and candles. And right here we just put up a little bag to contain all of our dry goods that we didn't have room for under here. So under this countertop, we have these 2 baskets that have a lot of our dry goods like rice, coffee, nutritional yeast, and we'll keep fruit here as well. And the other basket, same thing. We just use our mason jars for all of our bulk foods like seeds and nuts. And then right underneath that storage, we have our truck fridge. It's a T150. And it has so much room in here. We can pack a lot of food in. And we also have a really small freezer, which is big enough to fit a large, like 4-pound bag of fruit, which is what we mainly keep in there. Over here is our overhead storage, and this is where I keep all of my clothes and my goodies. In this one, I have all clothes. This is all my bulky sweaters, and then I have socks and shorts and underwear and tops in here. And we also have our speakers here. And this is the speaker control. It's Bluetooth. You just turn it on and off and adjust the bass and the volume as wanted. And this overhead, I have more clothes as well in these really handy storage bags. And then I have books and tarot cards and pens back right over here. Okay, so when we do need our table for cooking or working, we have it attached to the back door just by some hooks, some other hooks, and a bungee cord. So we'll just take it off and bring it over here. So the table stand is just attached to the bottom of the table, and we just put it into the mount in the ground and put it in just like that. Easy peasy. And now we have our little dinette portion of the van. So in order to put the bed down, it's a little bit of a process, but it's definitely worth it to have all of this open space and then an amazing large bed at the end of it. So to begin, I'll put down these cushions on the floor, and this is actually Jasper's bed. So he'll sleep right underneath us. Move the pillows and just prop these cushions up. Then we'll just remove the strap and let it down. And this foam strip we actually just got. We use it to put it in between the back doors to keep it more insulated from the cold. And just put these cushions down, and the bed extends even more, and that's our bed. And also one more cool feature is that when the bed is down, we also have a table. So we just flip these guys up, undo the little hook, and we have a table that sits 3.
So these whiteboards that we have around the van actually started as an idea just to use a trim piece where we didn't have to paint it, because we got a little sick of painting at the end and we just wanted to get everything done. But they come in 4x8 sheets, and they're only $15 at Lowe's or Home Depot, and they actually make a really nice accessory to be able to write on the walls and erase it, and they also don't look too bad. So that was a really great way to speed up the finishing of our build, and living in it now, it's been a great addition, and we use it all the time to track our daily habits and any sort of projects we have going or ideas that we have surface. Okay, so the roof rack that we have is an aftermarket model for a Fiat Ducato, which is actually the same exact car as the Ram Promaster with a different brand name, and we were able to save some money and some weight by ordering this one online. That's also how we got our swivel seat from leisureLines.net. It's about $100 cheaper than anywhere else, and it was the Ducato model. Our rooftop storage bag is the brand Keeper. We got it on Amazon. It's about 60 bucks, and we fit so much stuff in there. We've got golf clubs, backpacks of climbing gear. We've got 2 sleeping bags, a tent, an outdoor rug, and even more up there, and it's all waterproof, and we just put a lock on the zippers and everything is safe. So for our solar panels, we have 3 180 watt panels made by a company called Max Solar, and that has been more than enough for us and our needs to keep everything running.
Thank you so much for watching. We are so happy that you joined us in our home today.
We've had such an amazing experience and transformation living this lifestyle, and our goal and our mission is to help others transition into this lifestyle and step out of their comfort zones. So if you're interested, we've created some amazing resources like our Epic Roadmap, which is a Google map that has our favorite locations saved from all over the West Coast. And you can download that at our website, livefreesponsibly.com. And we also have a YouTube channel where you can follow along with our adventures and the lessons we've learned along the way at Austin and Kat. Thanks again. See you soon.